FAA Advisory Circular 150.5000 345-46B titled Operational and Installation Considerations for Obstruction Lighting of Certain Objects Located on Airport Property or in the Vicinity of Airports provides guidance on obstruction lighting systems. Section 6.11 states that obstruction lighting is provided to warn aircraft of the presence of an obstruction and to provide pilots with sufficient information to avoid a collision with the obstruction. The lighting must be visible from all directions from which an aircraft might approach the obstruction. This means the placement and intensity of the lights are critical for ensuring visibility from any angle a plane might be coming from. Section 6.12 specifies that the lighting system design and installation must comply with the requirements outlined in this advisory circular and any supplemental guidance from the FAA Office of Airport Safety and Standards. Adherence to these guidelines is crucial for proper and safe operation. Section 6.13 emphasizes that the lighting system must be powered by a reliable source of electrical energy and be designed to operate continuously for at least 24 hours in the event of a power outage. This requirement ensures that the obstruction lighting remains functional even during power failures, maintaining its warning function. This regulation is in place to avoid any accidents that may occur due to power outages. To further understand this concept, firstly, consider the FAA Aeronautical Information Manual, specifically Section 4-5-16, which covers obstacle lighting. The Aeronautical Information Manual is a comprehensive guide for pilots and includes information on various aspects of aviation, including obstacle lighting. Secondly, review Federal Aviation Regulations Part 77, Objects Affecting Navigable Airspace. Part 77 outlines the requirements for objects that could potentially affect navigable airspace, including the need for obstruction lighting in certain cases. These regulations help to maintain safety and prevent hazards in the airspace around airports. Thirdly, consider the National Electric Code Article 450, which is specific to aircraft obstruction lighting. Article 450 provides guidance on the electrical installation requirements for aircraft obstruction lighting systems, ensuring they are installed safely and reliably. Now delving deeper into FAA Advisory Circular 150.5000 345-46B, understanding the intent behind each section is important. Section 6.11's requirement for visibility from all directions necessitates a comprehensive approach to lighting design. This may involve using multiple lights, strategic placement, and appropriate light intensity to ensure that the obstruction is visible from any angle an aircraft might approach. This could mean using multiple lights on different sides of the structure to maintain visibility. Section 6.12's mandate for compliance with the advisory circular and supplemental guidance from the FAA Office of Airport Safety and Standards requires careful attention to detail during the design and installation process. This includes staying up to date with any revisions or updates to the advisory circular and consulting with the FAA when necessary to ensure full compliance. This process also means ensuring the engineers on staff are following the required up-to-date materials. Section 6.13's emphasis on a reliable power source and continuous operation for at least 24 hours during a power outage necessitates the use of backup power systems such as generators or batteries. The backup power system must be sized appropriately to handle the lighting load and must be regularly tested and maintained to ensure it functions properly when needed. Without the use of backup generators, the whole system will fail. The FAA Aeronautical Information Manual Section 4-5-16 provides additional information on the types of obstruction lighting systems used, their characteristics, and their visibility requirements. This section of the Aeronautical Information Manual can be a valuable resource for pilots and others involved in aviation safety. Federal Aviation Regulations Part 77 defines what objects are considered obstructions to navigable airspace and outlines the criteria for determining when obstruction lighting is required. Understanding Part 77 is crucial for determining whether a particular structure or object needs to be equipped with obstruction lighting. It is a legal requirement to have this. National Electric Code Article 450 provides specific electrical installation requirements for aircraft obstruction lighting systems. This includes requirements for wiring, overcurrent protection, grounding, and other electrical safety measures. Compliance with Article 450 is essential for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of the lighting system. When designing and installing an aircraft obstruction lighting system, it is important to consider several factors. Firstly, the height and location of the obstruction are crucial considerations. Taller structures and those located near airports or in areas with high air traffic volume may require more extensive lighting systems. Secondly, the type of lighting system must be appropriate for the specific obstruction and its location. Different types of lighting systems are available, each with its own characteristics and visibility requirements. Thirdly, the lighting system must be installed in accordance with all applicable regulations and standards, including the FAA Advisory Circular, Federal Aviation Regulations Part 77, and National Electric Code Article 450. Fourthly, the lighting system must be regularly inspected and maintained to ensure it is functioning properly. This includes checking the lights for proper operation, cleaning the lenses, and testing the backup power system. Fifthly, ensure that all personnel involved in the design, installation, and maintenance of the lighting system are properly trained and qualified. This includes electricians, engineers, and other professionals. Consider the environmental conditions at the site of the obstruction. Factors such as temperature, humidity, and wind can affect the performance of the lighting system. Choose lighting components and materials that are designed to withstand the local environmental conditions. Consider the potential for light pollution caused by the obstruction lighting. Use shielding or other measures to minimize the amount of light that spills into surrounding areas. Ensure that the lighting system does not interfere with other electronic equipment or systems in the area. Conduct electromagnetic interference testing to identify and mitigate any potential interference issues. Consult with the FAA and other relevant authorities to ensure that the lighting system meets all applicable requirements. Obtain any necessary permits or approvals before beginning the installation process. Keep detailed records of the design, installation, inspection, and maintenance of the lighting system. These records can be helpful for troubleshooting problems and demonstrating compliance with regulations. In summary, compliance with FAA Advisory Circular 150.5345-46B, Federal Aviation Regulations Part 77, and National Electric Code Article 450 is essential for ensuring the safe and reliable operation of aircraft obstruction lighting systems. By following these regulations and guidelines, you can help to prevent accidents and protect aircraft from collisions with obstructions. Remember that failure to comply with these regulations can result in penalties and legal liability. The requirements for continuous operation and reliable power sources are particularly important. Ensure that the lighting system is designed to operate continuously for at least 24 hours in the event of a power outage. This requires the use of backup power systems such as generators or batteries. The backup power system must be sized appropriately to handle the lighting load and must be regularly tested and maintained to ensure it functions properly when needed. Additionally, ensure that the lighting system is properly grounded to protect against electrical hazards. This is essential for the safety of personnel who may be working on or near the lighting system. The grounding system must be installed in accordance with the National Electric Code Article 450. The National Electric Code is updated every 3 years, so staying abreast of the most current codes is important. When selecting lighting components, consider the following factors. Firstly, the light intensity must be sufficient to meet the visibility requirements of the FAA Advisory Circular. Secondly, the light color must be appropriate for the type of obstruction and its location. Thirdly, the light lifespan should be long to minimize maintenance requirements. Fourthly, the light energy efficiency should be high to reduce energy consumption. Ensure that the lighting system is properly maintained to ensure its continued safe and reliable operation. This includes regularly inspecting the lights for damage or wear, cleaning the lenses, and testing the backup power system. Keep detailed records of all maintenance activities. If you are unsure about any aspect of aircraft obstruction lighting, consult with a qualified electrical engineer or other professional. They can help you to design, install, and maintain a lighting system that meets all applicable requirements. Remember that safety is the top priority when it comes to aircraft obstruction lighting. By following these guidelines, you can help to prevent accidents and protect aircraft from collisions with obstructions. Lastly, be aware that obstruction lighting requirements may vary depending on the specific location and type of obstruction. Consult with the local FAA office or other relevant authorities to determine the specific requirements for your project. The height and location of the structure are key determinants in the type of lighting system required.